Right now on Denver 7 News at 5 o'clock, one of the world's most wanted terrorists is dead this morning. New details about the U.S. drone strike on Al-Qaeda's leader.
Plus, trying to make our streets here at home safer. Tonight, National Night Out takes on new importance in downtown Denver.
The Marshall Fire has changed the way Louisville approaches wildfire season. The measures before City Council tonight to make sure everyone is better prepared in case of a next one.
Hey, and Broncos fans, today is your chance to get half-price tickets. We're breaking down everything you need to know to get those seats for a fraction of the cost, but you'll have to act very quickly.
Oh yeah, those are like hot concert tickets. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Nicole Brady. Katie LaSalle is here with a look ahead at another hot day, but a little less hazy out there.
It's nice. Our air quality has improved for today here across the Front Range. No air quality warning in effect, and temperatures right now quite mild. We're in the 60s over Fort Collins and Greeley, low 70s downtown, 40s and 50s off to our west, and we'll hover in the low 70s for the metro area over the next 2 hours. Then warming up to the low 80s by 9 a.m. By 11, getting into around 91 degrees and daytime highs in the low to mid 90s. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, dry conditions for the first half of the day across the plains, but we are already seeing a little bit of moisture moving into the Yampa Valley, and another round of afternoon thunderstorms and showers will be possible, mainly over higher terrain. Now, as we get into about 1 o'clock this afternoon, chance for an isolated shower or storm here over the metro area, and then we'll clear out later on tonight. No risk of severe weather, but we could see some of that much needed moisture roll through. Jason.
And we do have some leftover road work here and there, including out to the west side of town, and hopefully you weren't caught in that horrible traffic jam out in Applewood last night after we had a concrete mixer flip over. It was just awful. But you can see that we have a little bit of red showing up on westbound over by Lakeside. Take a look from the camera over there, and you can see that we have the barriers in place pushing everybody over to the left lane. So just the left lane's open, but traffic is light enough where it's not really that big of a delay right now. Even though it's registering at 19 minutes, it shouldn't take you that long to get out to the west side of town. The rest of the drive looks just fine. On and off the highways for the most part. There is still some of that work that's going to be going on for the rest of the week on the westbound side of Leetsdale between Quebec and Monaco right there. That's for a water valve replacement project, so that's going to be going on for the rest of the week with just one lane open, so we'll see delays later on this morning.
It is the one night a year set aside for our neighborhoods to collectively stand up against crime. National Night Out is taking on a new importance in lower downtown this year after a number of high-profile incidents, capped 2 weeks ago by a Denver police shooting where 6 bystanders were injured. Denver 7's Veronica Acosta talked with police about the challenges making downtown safe, and what are they doing about it, Veronica?
Well, everyone wants to feel safe where they live, where they work, and of course, where they tend to have fun as well. And for a lot of people, that is that Lodo area. But after that police shooting where 6 innocent bystanders were injured, you can imagine a lot of people are really worried about wandering in that area. So now the Lower Downtown Neighborhood Association, they are really trying to do something about this. Tonight, it's hosting a neighborhood safety event that's for National Night Out. It's typically an event dedicated for community members to get to know their law enforcement agencies and officers just a little bit better. Now, during tonight's event, community members are going to get the chance to meet RTD Transit Police, firefighters, Denver police officers, as well as the department's leadership. DPD told us part of today's event is starting the important conversations with the community and, like we've heard over and over, bridging that divide.
We certainly had some challenges in the downtown core, things that we're focused on improving, and we certainly need the community's help. And so, once again, we want to continue to strengthen that partnership with members of the community throughout the city, but particularly in downtown. Responsibility that the Denver Police Department understands that we need to ensure that people feel safe coming downtown. People need to feel safe in their neighborhood, whether it's where they work or where they play or where they live. And so we understand our responsibility there. And again, I think we're up to the challenge.
So if you're wondering, this isn't just for people who live in that Lodo neighborhood. Really, anyone and everyone is invited to come, whether you work there or, of course, tend to go there to have some fun. You can go to this event that's going to be happening over at McGregor Square. It starts at 5 this afternoon, goes all the way up until 7. In Denver, I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
All right, thank you, Veronica. The Lodo shooting is also impacting food truck operators. Right now, Denver police are not allowing trucks into this area so that they can clear crowds from downtown. The city claims the ban was brought up for discussion weeks before the DPD shooting incident. Yesterday, though, some food truck owners drove to the city and county building to protest the move. They say the decision is costing them business.
They have a really hard problem, but I think we've misidentified the problem.
Feels horrible, and as a business owner, new business, woman in business, it's just hard. It's already hard, and now we're making it even harder.
Denver's Department of Transportation and Infrastructure says it is working with vendors to find new spots for the trucks north of 22nd Street and south of 18th Street along Market and Blake.
The United States has taken out one of the world's most wanted terrorists, the leader of Qaeda and second in command to Osama bin Laden at the time of the 9/11 attacks, was killed in a drone strike in Afghanistan. President Biden proclaiming justice has been delivered. ABC's Qaeda is in Washington with reaction this morning.
This morning, Ayman al-Zawahiri, al-Qaeda's leader and a member of the FBI's most wanted list, has been killed in a precision U.S. airstrike in Kabul, Afghanistan.
I authorized a precision strike that would remove him from the battlefield once and for all.
He's been hiding for more than 20 years, a senior administration official calling it a successful counterterrorism operation with no civilian casualties. The CIA briefing President Biden in April that Zawahiri was believed to be living in a safe house in this area, which he never left. Over the weekend, Biden authorizing the strike, firing 2 Hellfire missiles at al-Zawahiri as he stepped onto the balcony of the safe house.
Justice has been delivered, and this terrorist leader is no more. People around the world no longer need to fear the vicious and determined killer.
Experts say Hellfire missiles are extremely precise. They don't explode. Instead, the missiles are equipped with razor-like blades, which slices through a target.
So it will go through and essentially vaporize a human body, but somebody standing within feet of this person would not be injured at all.
Al-Zawahiri was second in command to Osama bin Laden at the time of the 9/11 terror attacks. He took over as the leader of Al-Qaeda after U.S. forces killed bin Laden. He was found in a crowded section of Afghanistan's capital less than a year after U.S. forces pulled out of the country.
No matter how long it takes, no matter where you hide, if you are a threat to our people, the United States will find you and take you out.
And we're learning the strike happened in a wealthy part of Kabul, just walking distance from the U.S. Embassy. Qaeda, ABC News, Washington.
Any day now, the Senate will vote on $369 billion in energy and climate change measures, but it hangs in the balance of 2 senators in particular. Both West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin and Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema would have to vote for it to pass along party lines. If approved, the bill would be the biggest federal investment in clean energy yet for the U.S. Manchin was a huge part of negotiations for the legislation. Sinema's office told Axios she is reviewing it before announcing her position.
7 months after the Marshall Fire tore through Boulder County and the communities of Superior and Louisville, those areas are taking steps to make sure something like this never happens again. Denver 7's Christian Lopez is live near the burn area. And Christian, tonight, Boulder County officials will try to sell Louisville on the idea of a new sales tax to fund fire prevention efforts.
Good morning, and all around here there is still evidence of the Marshall Fire. Homes in the neighborhoods are in various stages of recovery, and tonight Louisville leaders will hear from Boulder County about why voters need to get behind some new sales taxes that will help reduce the risk of wildfires and increase emergency response. Now, these are 0.1% sales taxes, and they would fund several different things like forest and grassland management projects, help protect water supplies, and help make homes more fire resistant. Money would also be used to pay for emergency equipment, wildland firefighter staffing, and other projects that address emergency services and public safety in unincorporated areas of Boulder County. And tonight, the city of Louisville also moving forward with a few new ordinances. One has to do with approving new regulations for building non-combustible fences to reduce fire risks to homes. And they're also approving a project that will replace neighborhood planters that were destroyed by the Marshall Fire as well. Boulder County is also considering extending a transportation tax that would help fund road safety improvement projects. Now, all of these are still just possible measures. We'll let you know if they do make the ballot in November. We're live in Boulder County this morning. I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Well, could you just walk away from $800 million? What Tiger Woods says he wanted no part of, even if it came with this huge payday.
And you may not be thinking about Christmas shopping yet, but shippers are. The problem they're noticing at the ports again and what it could mean for our store shelves.